welcome to Cassette, where you can eject whenever you want, but please do not forget to rewind. I'm Annmarie, and I'm actually so excited to talk to you guys all today because we're actually talking about a old film. Yes, this film came out in October, and it's finally getting attention for the wrong reasons at the BAFTA's award show. Yes, I think most of you know what I'm talking about. The movie that we're covering today is I Swear. Now, if you don't know, unfortunately there was a incident at the BAFTAs. I don't really want to go into that today because unfortunately, I think that this movie is getting the wrong attention from that because I love I Swear. I think this movie is absolutely fantastic from the casting, the story, the team behind it. It's an incredible moving movie that made me want to jump on camera today to talk about it. So, highly recommend go check it out because man, this film really did change my perspective on a lot of things. I Swear is about the story of John Davison, his life story about living with Tourette's. Now, I don't know the correct name for his specific Tourette's, but his Tourette's make him swear uncontrollably. And I found this fascinating because I do not know anyone with Tourette's. I've never met anyone with Tourette's, but this film really did such a great job of showing what life is like living with Tourette's. And John Davidson, have to give him a clap because this man did so much in his life to help the Tourette's community. And I think it just needs to go out there because this film, I believe, it's so moving because it's such a unique film of his life and what he did. This movie actually reminds me a lot about CODA. If you don't remember, CODA was a Best Picture, adapted, and supporting actor winning film at the Oscars. And that movie is about the deaf community. I truly feel like it did such wonders for the deaf community as well as showcasing what it's like to live deaf. And here I felt similar vibes of what it's like showing living with Tourette's and how John Davidson overcame it. Now, this film has an amazing cast. Robert Annmarie and Maxine Peake are the two I want to shout out today. Robert, I've only seen him in Rings of Power, and he is such a wonderful John in here. You feel so not like concerned, but you feel this love for him where you want to just be there for him and root him on as a main character. He just has such a unique story, and Robert does a amazing job of representing John and his Tourette's and what it was like. It ends up showcasing that John actually got a Medal of Honor from the Queen for his help with the Tourette's community, and I just think that's wonderful. That's also where one of my favorite jokes comes in. I won't spoil it. I'm sure you've seen it on TikTok, but man, that moment was just hilarious, but also just so endearing too, as well as Maxine Peake. Please, anyone, let me know in the comments below any TV shows or movies she's in because I've never seen her before, but man, she plays such a caring character. The writing here is just fantastic, but the way Maxine portrays her character, I just wanted to jump in the screen and give her a big hug because that's the way she made me feel. She made me feel seen and heard, and I'm sure she did the same thing for John during that time. And so I really hope she's a real person because man, I want to give her a big huge hug because the character was just incredible. I just felt such love coming from her. And so it really showcased when you have these incredible actors and actresses, but when you have incredible writing, what they can do here as well. This movie also, I know we kind of touched on BAFTAs, but I want to touch on the positive because it won 5 awards, which I think is absolutely incredible. Best Actor, original screenplay, best casting, supporting actor, and best British film. And I truly think, unfortunately, without that incident, I don't think it would get as much love as it's getting now because this film, I can't say it enough. Go out there, do yourself a service, watch, I swear. I know, unfortunately, it's not on the regular streaming accounts that most people have, but I highly recommend because I found this film so moving. I really did. I I'll get personal. I again, I don't know anyone who lives with Tourette's. I have never met anyone with Tourette's, but the way that Robert was able to share his story was absolutely incredible, and I just think that if you wanna do yourself a service and you wanna see a good film that stands out, I think I Swear is kind of the film that's needed right now. Especially, and I won't get into too much detail, there's a lot of people out there that didn't understand the incident at BAFTAs. And I know overall, it's is not his fault, it's not the actor's fault, it's the programming's fault here, but there's some people speaking not understanding what it is to live with Tourette's, and I think this movie is the best way to understand that. And so, again, round of applause to John Davidson, who really was a part of this filming, and I just felt like put so much heart into it. As well, it is such a British film. This film is hilarious as well as heartful because you bring in such uh Robert, I don't believe has Tourette's. I apologize if he does, but he brings in such incredible timing, and so it made me believe that he lived with Tourette's and the story behind it as well. And so I think just having a film that can do that is absolutely wonderful. As well as the setting of this film, I didn't grow up British, as you can tell, but I felt like this was such a British film too. There's jokes that I just know British people would love, and it bothers me so much that this film is only being seen now since what happened at BAFTAs, because I think this film, I would love it to be up for an Oscar because it could be a contender. I understand it can't be, but this film definitely could be a contender and go against some of these other films like Hamnet, One Battle After Another. I just feel like there's such momentum behind this film now that I want to share it with more and more people. So man, I can't say it enough. Do yourself a favor, go watch it. But, I want to give it a fair ranking because I just didn't think I was going to see this film. I probably wouldn't have seen this film if I didn't hear about the backlash that did happen. So, I want to give it a ranking. So, out of 10, I was gonna say a joke in the movie, but I don't wanna say the joke because I don't wanna ruin it, but out of 10 blue jumpsuits, I think I'm gonna go that direction. Out of 10 blue jumpsuits, what would I get this movie? And man, I can't believe I'm saying this so early on in the year because truly, I thought my first 10 out of 10 was gonna come later in the year, but this movie's 10 out of 10 for me, you guys. I absolutely adore this film. I think it has such a beautiful message in it. I think Robert and all the other actors and actresses do a fantastic job. Shout out to the casting team. I just can't believe you got people that felt so real in here. And I just think the story is something that needs to be shared right now. It needs to be shared with so many people. And and I don't know, I just got so excited. I watched it actually on the train coming home from after watching How to Make a Killing. And so it was fun. It was a fun double feature to really see. And so I just can't say it enough. Do yourself a favor and go watch this film because I think it is a film that needs to be seen in 2026 for so many people. So, again, have you seen I Swear? Please let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite joke in it? Because there's so many good jokes in it. What was your favorite heartful moment? Because there's so many of those in it. Let us know in the comments down below. And again, thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Ethan will be back very soon. We're going to do our Oscar predictions here. And just again, thank you so much. And do yourself a favor, go see I Swear. Again, my name is Annmarie, and have a good night.